Well, hello, my friends. I may have mentioned once or twice over all these videos that I am from New York. New York State, just outside of New York City. Grew up in New York City and have lived within a 40-mile circle my entire life. I've traveled farther. I've been to Ireland, I've been to the West Coast, I've been to the Caribbean, I've been to Hawaii. Someday, hope to go to Australia, New Zealand, and Tasmania. Have to have a bucket list, right? So, what I've got here is I've decided to pull out some of my New York City specials. New York City, New York State. Some of my hometown specials to celebrate some very beautiful cars that I found and some that I received as gifts. So, in front of you here, you've seen some of these cars before. This is a Greenlight Dodge Charger. This is a Highway Patrol. This is, what is this, 2010? Let's see. 2010 Dodge Charger. I always love when I can guess the year. I used to be a lot better at it. That's a 2010. This one's easy. This is a 2020 Ford Explorer Police Interceptor. And this is 3100 MTS. I'm not sure what unit this is. I really should have looked this one up, but I did not. Copyright 2019, 2020 Ford Interceptor. Very cool. From the Hollywood Blue Bloods. This is a 2008 Crown Victoria Interceptor. I don't think it says what year. It's got a copyright of 08. It's a 2017. Yeah, so we're going to go with 08. That is from the TV show Blue Bloods. MTTF 7554. This very cool Matchbox Chevy Caprice NYPD. The Greenlight New York City Parks. This is the Ford Escape. New York City Parks Enforcement. Look at that. That's even got a New York State license plate right there. That is very cool. The New York City Parks Explorer. The City of Yonkers Matador. City of New York Sanitation Department Ford Fusion. An old pre-1976, I think, New York State Police State Trooper. This big Dodge Monaco, 1974 Dodge Monaco, I believe. 74 Dodge Monaco, 2011 copyright. And of course, this is very popular in Greenlight. This, of course, is the basis for the Blues Brothers variations that they have. Look at that New York State plate, lens taillights. This is a beauty. And of course, the other last week, I opened up this beautiful Crown Victoria. This is a 1993 Crown Victoria NYPD. Again, a 3 MTF 3100. Not sure. So, wanted to just dust off this one here before. This is a special Greenlight. This is a 1967 Chevrolet Biscayne, New York City Police Department, the 19th Precinct, which I looked up. And this is, quote unquote, the Upper East Side, which is actually Central Park East. Very nice, ritzy area, but hardly the Upper East Side, considering this is around 67th Street and the island of Manhattan ends at 225th Street. Just numerically, it's not Midtown or anything like that. But that's my personal bias. So actually, I was not going to open up this 5-pack, but then I noticed that the packaging itself is a little bent up, so I will store it in the package like I do a lot, but I will open up because this is a gift from Chasing Diecast Cars. And again, I've said, you can see on his videos, he'll mark the list price, €10.99. The price he got it for with a discount, €7.54, excuse me, and it comes down to €1.51 a piece. And my friend over there, we all have rules for collecting, and he tries to stick to a strict price guideline, more so than I do. I try to, but then, the heart wants what the heart wants. So this is a 2015 5-pack, and this is a mixture of fantasy and licensed vehicles related to the NYPD. So there's a Wrecker, there's a Dodge Charger. This is a Dodge Concept, Chevy Suburban, and the Cushman three-wheeler. Not a trike, but they're used for a number of things, but parking enforcement and all sorts of stuff, including the sanitation department has them. So, yeah. So I'm going to pause this real quick while I slice open the side. Okay, so let's see what we have in here. We'll gently, and it's always a decision where to cut. So I was able to save that. Like I said, I will keep this. I will slide this tray back into this package. So let's take a look from the top. So these little three-wheelers, wow, this is like a even newer version. These angled headlights, I don't remember them from when I used to see these, but I don't go to the city that much anymore. There's a copyright 2014 Matchbox. So it doesn't even really list what it is here, but I mean, I remember these so well. So these would have, these can be electric, but more often than not, they're like little motorcycle type engines. So a single front wheel steers, the two rear wheels power the thing. It's got like a little dump bed, toolbox, etc. I think there's two seats in. Oh, hold on, I could be mistaken. Let's see. Steering wheel's in the center, so I don't know. These things are not to scale. I don't believe so. Honestly, I don't know. So this is a Cushman, and they're used in like parks and congested areas, Times Square. You'd never see one actually driving around on the roads. And another one that's not for scale, the opposite way. That one's too big, this one's too small. So this is the 2000 Chevrolet Suburban, and MB857, there's another number, 1999 copyright, G13, there we go. Scale of 175. Matchbox is at least very honorable in that they try and tell you what the real scale is. So the details are just molded in here, which is sort of a shame, but you do get the NYPD. Here, no taillights, no rear details. So that's pretty cool. And then next, I sort of remember this concept from the auto show circuit way back, probably around the year 99 or 2000 or so. This one is traffic enforcement, Matchbox, but it says NYPD there. If I'm not mistaken, this is a Dodge or Ram concept. Let's see. 2002 Sport SUV Matchbox. So totally unlicensed. Okay. All right. I'm wrong. Mark in the book. I like the fact that it's black, but it's got like a caramel or a peanut butter colored interior, which is encouraging. The little steering wheel is ridiculous. The interior is not 100% great, but still, it's an NYPD model and a concept, so it's pretty cool. This one should be fun. Here is the Matchbox Dodge Charger. Would never say Dodge like that on a real police car. It's got the push bar, clear headlight, clear window and police lights, steering wheel done. Let's see. I don't know, probably similar year to that, 2010. Let's see. Dodge Charger Pursuit, copyright 2012, 169 scale. So it should be small. And it is. But amazingly, look, so the Matchbox 5-star wheels are damn close to the actual Dodge wheels. That's hysterical. And then the final one on here is one that I may have to try and duplicate with Greenlight. I'll explain. So this is a generic wrecker. I believe it's loosely based on a General Motors Chevy truck. Looks pretty cool. The tow hook doesn't want to move. Yeah, it does not move side to side or up and down. Amber lights, amber windscreen, NYPD. So that's very cool. So let's see. GMC Wrecker, copyright 1987, scale of 172. So I believe that Greenlight has in one of their series an NYPD tow truck like this based off a Chevy or something. So that's very cool. And then we're going to finish up with these two. We're going to start with this. This is a new casting for me, one I've been looking forward to. Got the first one in a police, probably get blacked out or some sort of civilian version next. This is the 1987 Jeep Cherokee. This is Series 38 New York Hot Pursuit, New York City Police Department livery. The 122nd Precinct, and I did look that up. That is Staten Island. And I'll go into that in a minute. So here's the whole series. Las Vegas gets a 74 Dodge Monaco, which we have over there. New York City gets this 87 Jeep Cherokee. Oceanside, California gets a 2015 Nissan GTR. Yeah. Sterling Heights, Michigan gets a 2020 Ford Police Interceptor Utility. That's the Explorer. General Motors Fleet, 2021 Chevrolet Tahoe Police Pursuit Vehicle. So, as I mentioned the other day or last week or so, the different manufacturers of police cars, Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis, Dodge Ram, they will present mocked up police cars, with their own livery, to show at trade shows to entice the different police departments. Hey, don't buy their car, buy ours. So this is damn cool. These Jeep Cherokees, at the time, I had test driven them and shot them against cars from Ford. I was looking at an Explorer. And the Explorer from 1990 was a phenomenal vehicle, and just felt much more solid than this. But these were cheap and honest, So the 4-liter inline 6-cylinder in these was a workhorse. It was a very reliable engine and probably the best thing in these things. When you close a door, they did not feel too solid, even compared to the same era Ford Explorer or the Chevy S10 Blazer. But these are pretty cool, and I like how Greenlight has done this. So let's see. So painted taillights and details, nothing inserted, but okay. They've got nice Jeep badges, and they've even got bumper stickers there on the rear bumper. The reward, cop shot, that type of stuff. On the side, there we go, 122nd Precinct, 5202. All the liveries look right. A clear light bar. Interior's all black, but looks pretty good through there. Painted headlights and grille. Big push bar made out of lightweight plastic. So you can see, it looks like the push bar comes down, and it actually, is it part of, or does it just clip into the front suspension. Because this is four-wheel drive, it has a little bit of black plastic suspension piece here glued onto the metal base to give it some proper ride height, and this thing does nail it. I was really looking forward to getting one of the X-Car toys from eBay, Cherokee like this, but the X-Car toys had a much more lifted suspension and, you know, off-road accessories, which is fun, but I always strive to get something that is as close to stock as possible. These wheels are damn nice reproductions of the originals. I remember these well. I nearly bought one of these in 89 or 90. So very similar to this one here. These things were cheap and cheerful, I guess you'd say. They were ubiquitous. I know that they were exported to Europe and the UK. I know over there that they had a diesel engine available also. I remember from Fifth Gear I had seen that these at the time were popular for a natural gas conversion for tax credits and so forth in the UK. Greenlight's done a really nice job on this. And for those not familiar with New York City is a huge city. Distance-wise, you know, it has 5 boroughs, 5 sections of the city, and Staten Island is probably physically one of the larger, but it is also an island off the southwest side of the island of Manhattan, between Manhattan and New Jersey. And I've never been to Staten Island. I have never been on the island of Staten Island in my life. And it is no more than 50 miles from me. So, Staten Island is kind of odd to me. I was just watching a rerun of Saturday Night Live, or a replay, I should say, and 2 of the fellas are from Staten Island. Pete Davidson, the skinny fella who dated Ariana Grande, and Colin Jost, the fella that married Scarlett Johansson. So there you go, a little trivia. A little bit of everything. So here we go with this beautiful Greenlight Hobby Exclusive NYPD 1985 K5 Blazer. And the 33rd Precinct. And the paint job, I think the only thing I would take issue with for the police department is the white wagon wheels. They wouldn't, I don't know, I don't recall. And the thing is, I remember seeing these Blazers as police cars in the 80s. My brother Bob and I had a friend who started out as Parks Police. But when he was Parks Police, I believe he drove something like this. And then he went from the Parks Police to the Port Authority Police. And unfortunately, Bruce was inside the Twin Towers on 9/11 and died trying to save other people. So this is a 2021 Greenlight copyright. As I said, Greenlight Collectibles, the right hobby exclusive NYPD. This is going to be sweet. I have been so tempted to pick up, and I probably will pick up another one of these Blazers, maybe the X-Files one. Whatever one it will be a stock colored one. And for everybody who loves all these die-cast square body trucks, of course you do realize that this era Blazer is based on that square body truck that you love. So let's see. Now usually these have like a removable, just like the Broncos, except for, no roll cage. So painted taillights and details, but looks good. In this case, this particular trailer hitch looks a little too large, but since these Greenlight trailer hitches work, and they do have a bunch of cool trailers to go with them, I'm not going to complain too much. The windows on this fiberglass cap are tinted. Well, that's because the whole cap is actually that tinted smoked plastic and then painted white on top of it. Nice job on the light bar with multiple colors. The interior looks good. That spare tire mount there in the back, that is hysterical. But yeah, I mean, they came with something like that. I've owned a lot of vehicles. I've shopped for a lot of vehicles. I nearly bought one of these. I remember my dad wouldn't let me. He said, it's a rattling piece of crap. And then what did I do? I bought a K10 pickup instead. About 2 years later. So painted headlights and turn indicators. The gold bow tie there. Nice chrome bumper. So this one doesn't have the added plastic suspension like the Jeep, but I'm sure there will be a lifted version of this that will have that. I do not know if the hood opens. I don't think so. Let me see. Yeah, nope. So that's very nice. Let me get the little spinner. We're going to put these two latest ones on the spinner real quick. Make some space here. You know, in some ways, it's kind of difficult to believe that New York City would have all these Jeeps and so forth, but no. The city is diverse. Lots of hills. I mean, it's not San Francisco, but this New York City is not flat. The island of Manhattan goes from low ground at the south to high ground, the Heights in the north. So this blue and white Chevy, I forgot to mention, the Precinct is the 33rd Precinct, which is just south, is adjacent to where I grew up, the 34th Precinct, and it is actually where my father grew up. So just a few blocks, honestly. And when I say a few, I mean 10 or 20 blocks, not, you know. Again, New York City starts with letters and, you know, names and goes up to 225. So New York City is well over 250 blocks, or what is that, 10 and a half? No. New York City is something like just the island of Manhattan is 15 miles, I think, long. And then you have the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. So Manhattan, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. So these two are especially nice pieces to have. Examples of vehicles that I didn't have. I do have a Chevy square body pickup somewhere. And I have different Jeeps, but not that. So that is very cool. So this is going overtime here, 24 minutes basically. So I hope you like these. Thanks for watching. Oh, I forgot to take this one out of the box. It'll go over a few minutes here, but this one is always... And the shame is I only have one of these. I should have bought some of these in bulk. There was a rare opportunity to get a bunch of these, but they were not cheap. But yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? Wow. The old green, white, and black. The steel wheels with the poverty caps. Only painted details here, but still done so well. So there we go. My little hometown appreciation month, my New York special. So thanks for watching. You guys be well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.